Hello, happy new year. Hope yous are all well and hope yous have all got over Christmas and the busyness, and 2024 is being kind to you so far. It was actually nice to get caught up and get a wee touch of downtime, albeit for 2 days, but still it was just nice to kind of get caught up on life. And catch your breath, I think, is probably the right way to describe it. Definitely the run up to Christmas, definitely for me, was busy. It was mental. So we're into another new year, and it has been not too bad of a start for us. We are still calving away, believe it or not. We have 100 cows left, we're thereabouts. So hopefully the end of February we should be near enough right and well through, but it probably will filter into March. Most of them that are coming now are actually continentals, and they aren't too bad. Maybe it's just because I am a beef woman originally that I kind of have a wee soft spot for the beef calves. Just have to walk a different direction because these two are going to start raiding D&M Farm Services service van. This is, I suppose you could say, it's our lull kind of month now, because we are waiting patiently on being allowed to spread slurry again in February. But that being said, I don't think there's been a day, bar Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and maybe a couple of days that Christmas week, that we didn't have tankers moving. They were going, and they have been going pretty much every day non-stop ever since the ban actually came in. Particularly the big tankers, the 4.5s are probably the busiest tankers in the yard at the minute. So as you can see, the calf shed is still pretty busy. We have one pen of 70 completely weaned off. This one here is in the process of being weaned. These ones are a mixture of kind of, there's Holstein, there's a few Holstein and mostly continental. And then over here is just the same. So yeah, this is still quite a big job every day, twice a day, just making sure that everybody is fed and happy. So that's actually been another big job that's been happening this week. We've been critting the cows and heifers because we are doing our AIing next week for next year's calves, which is a bit mad considering you're kind of still trying to keep this year's calves alive and get them off the ground, and you're already working on next year's. But yeah, they've been flat out there this week, just getting all that there all done and dusted. It is coming up a wee bit close to feeding time to be in here making a video, but I just thought I would do it now whenever I kind of had the time. I know that there's a lot of people that I promised that I would make a video for whenever I was chatting to them at the winter fair back in December. A lot of people who were looking to see how we actually were feeding one of the products that I sell. So for those of you who don't know, I work for an animal health company called Octus, and we do a range of calf milks and other bits and pieces. And then one of the things that has done particularly well this year is a product called First Fibre, and I'll show it to you here now. So this is First Fibre, and effectively what this product is a mixture of lucerne, chopped straw, Timothy grass. There is also a bit of flaked maize in through it. There is also a soybean, and then there is a couple of grass nuts in through it. So that is how it comes there. It comes in a 20 kilogram sealed plastic bale. Now as you can see, it is really well compacted in there, like it is solid. So you do have to do a wee bit of work just to kind of get it broken up. But it is, whenever you put it in your hand, it is really coarse. It's really jaggy. The scratch effect whenever it goes into the rumen, that's what sort of stimulates the pellet in the rumen and gets the rumen working a wee bit faster. We are feeding, there's 130 calves here between both these two pens. We are feeding it at two different areas, so they have their meal here and then they have First Fibre here as well. And if you just come around here, we also have a feeding area just right in the middle, and this is probably where they would eat the most of it. And in terms of quantity, they would be eating, I would say, just slightly over 2 bales a day, and that does 130 calves. Probably the reason why it's been so popular this year is straw quality maybe just isn't where a lot of people would have liked it to be. It is quite a job getting fibre into calves most of the time, especially whenever you maybe haven't had it lucky with all the wet weather we had last year. Our straw is actually not too bad, it's actually quite good. Oh, this is what we are giving them basically alongside their milk and their meal. So as a general rule, our calves are all fed skim milk. We haven't fed anything any different in quite a while, and we do that just purely because of the effect that it has on the calves. There's a lot of arguments out there, what's better, whey based or skim based, but for us we just find skim works a wee bit better for our setup. And the only difference really there is between skim and whey based milk is that skim clots a wee bit faster in the stomach and gives them a slow and steady release of energy and nutrients as the day goes on, opposed to whey just satisfies them completely there and then, and they gradually get hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. That's probably something actually that the first fibre is actually quite good at doing. If you're struggling to kind of get your meal intakes going or kind of get them started on meal, I would have quite a lot of customers who would be mixing like their nut ration in along with the first fibre. It is really palatable, they absolutely love it. It takes them a wee day or two kind of to get onto it and kind of get figuring out what to do with it, because it is very short, sharp and jaggy. So whenever they ingest it, it's a completely different texture than what they've ever had before. But that's what you want, it's that scratch effect that it's given the rumen whenever it is being ingested, and that is what stimulates it and sort of encourages it to work a wee bit faster. So loads of people ask me to do that whenever after Winter Fair. Winter Fair was now nearly a month ago, and yeah, there you are. We will get there eventually. In all fairness, I do think I actually did make a video, recorded a video, and it never seen the light of day on the run up to Christmas, because Christmas was just a complete write-off for me. It was just really, really, really busy. We had a family wedding the Thursday before Christmas, and that just kind of sent everything completely doolally for me. So yes, apologies to anybody who's waiting on that. If you do have any more questions, or if you want to see a label or anything like that, just give me a wee shout and let me know. I will happily send you one over. But no, it is a very good product now for definitely once your rumen is developed and going a lot better, you will see your milk performing a lot better as well. So you might have heard the blowers going there and behind me in the calf shed, and basically what the purpose of that is, the boys sort of set out one morning and decided that they were going to try and get rid of an awful lot of the stale air that is in our calf shed. You'll probably see in the background of the videos, our calf shed is quite high and it is a very big shed, so there is good ventilation in it. But what you do find is pneumonia can be a wee bit of a problem. So what they're doing is they've got, I don't know what they are, like some sort of extraction fan things. But basically what they're doing is there's one set up pointing each calf pen, and it's sucking out the stale air and allowing fresh air to come down in. So they've been going now for a couple of weeks, and they seem to be working actually quite well. There's definitely no coughing or no no wheezing or anything like that whenever you're standing in there. So it is so hard to escape any sort of coughs and splutters at this time of year. I could tell you, write you a book, because my house has been completely dying with it ever since Boxing Day. So the last time that I seen you, the first Farmflix episode was just about to be released on the Sunday. So we're now waiting on episode 3 coming out. The feedback so far has been quite good. It has been quite positive. I do think now that they we knew Farmflix was going to do a really good job. Like we knew that what they were going to show was going to be good. We knew that it was going to be entertaining, put it that way, because we all sat and watched the series that they done last year at McConaughey's, and we all loved it. We all thought it was deadly. We absolutely we were in stitches for most of it, just laughing at them. But they went at it at an angle where they're kind of wanting to catch behind the scenes and like chat to the workmen, and you know, I suppose see the things that we can't always show you all the time. So yeah, they have done a very good job now, and we're looking forward to seeing the next episode. So it probably will be out in the next few weeks. If you follow me and you've watched the videos that I was doing kind of in the run up to the Slurry ban and in the run up to, you know, the band coming in and stuff, and you were concerned about how irate I was getting, this is why. So today is the 12th of January. So we are in our closed period. We cannot spread a drop of slurry. There hasn't been a drop of rain this week. The ground is drying up really, really well. There is no rain forecasted now. Well, they're chatting about snow next week, but we all know what that means. It might not come, it might not, might. We don't know. But there's always, every year without fail, there is always a decent wee bit of weather in January where you could be out spreading slurry. It does frustrate me that common sense just doesn't prevail in some cases, because if we had had a bit of leeway, if we had had a bit of flexibility to the ban, we could have had slurry outfits out this week, and we could have been spreading slurry to get rid of a lot of slurry before February comes, because you could be rest assured, guaranteed, bet you £1,000,000 that whenever you need it to be dry, it's going to be wet. Once slurry does start, it is just a continual cascade, and I say it every year, but January is the slowest month for a lot of reasons, because number one, you're broke, number two, it's cold, and just you're on the downturn from Christmas. But it's the slowest month because, see, once you do sort of step into the work, the proper work again, that's literally it, because you no sooner start slurry and then all of a sudden then they're into the spring work, so they're into the ploughing, the sowing, all that sort of stuff, and then the next thing you're hearing, oh, such and such is mowing tomorrow, and you're like, how is this happening again? But I was actually just saying to one of the girls there actually yesterday, I have completely cleared out my freezers and I need to start refilling them to feed all these boys during the summertime. I properly go at it, like I have it near enough well organised that I don't have to run to the shop, because if you have to start doing that, you're baked and then you get stressed. Well, once you get a lot of cows calved, you certainly do notice your cubicle house fairly filling up again. So I mentioned Winter Fair earlier on there. If you came up and said hello whenever I was at Winter Fair, thank you very much. It is really nice to get chatting to people and to meet people, and I am kind of getting a wee bit better at it. I know at the start, whenever I started to make these videos and people started to recognise me, I was like, nobody knows my name. But now I'm not just as like miffed at it. I'm getting better, I think. But no, it is really nice to get chatting to everybody and meeting people. So thank you very much if you did come up and say hello. Step back into the cab shit again because somebody's going with a power washer there and it would deafen you, and there's quite a high chance that I would probably end up being soaked. So that leads me nicely on to, this is a new year, and at Winter Fair, the thing that I always find whenever I bump into people or meet people at events or shows or stuff like that, they always are giving out, can you not make more videos? So I was going to say my New Year's resolution I had a couple of New Year's resolutions this year. Adam tells me that one of them only lasted 3 minutes because that one was not to stop being so crabbit. Yeah, so 3 minutes that lasted. But the other New Year's resolution that I made is I am going to make more videos. And you might not see me in every video. So Adam, my dear, long-suffering, her creator of a husband, has decided that he is going to start and maybe make some videos as well. Now, he has done it before in the past, they have been quite good, but whenever he starts back to Slurry, he is going to, I suppose, maybe do a few more detailed videos about bits and pieces, or about some of the kit that we have, or the tractors, or whatever it may be. So he's told me he's going to do that. Whether he does it or not now, I don't know. I am saying it now because I am going to make him accountable for it. So if anybody bumps into him in the near future and they don't see any videos from him, then you can get at him as well as you get at me. But no, I am going to try my best and kind of get more stuff out. It still amazes me that people watch this stuff. I'm sure that you would far rather have like some of the boys actually talking a bit of sense to you, but unfortunately you're stuck with me until some of the next generation start this, and then I can retire gracefully and become a crabbit woman. But no, that's what we're going to try and do. That's the idea. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but fingers crossed, that's what we're running with at this present moment in time. Yeah. There is Sturdy washing this tractor again. Sturdy, there's not going to be much paint left in that tractor if you keep washing her. Think I would come and give you a hand? If you've seen my car, I think it's more need of a wash than your tractor. Right, anyway. Huh? No, as good as mine. Right, it is feeding time before, no, it is feeding time before feeding time, so it's tea time. Going in here, get a cup of tea before we go and start feeding and milking. But listen, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again at some stage in the near future. Or Adam, but yeah, thank you very much again, and here we go, 2024.